third Saturday in October. A simple name and a complex rivalry. For one side, the Big Orange is just not a color they can sit with, and the other side, Crimson, has them seeing red. Easy to assume everyone here has a lighter in hand, and now we get to see who will use it. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Volunteers will kick it off to get us underway. He'll return it. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. Tennessee put the big into the Big Orange as they blew out Alabama the last time they met.
I mean, this rivalry meaning so much, and Tennessee smashing the Crimson Tide last year has to do a lot for their confidence. And Palmer, you know the Crimson Tide having a year to stew on that will be a little bit upset.
Alabama was embarrassed last year. Fans, I feel like, have been talking about that game for a year leading up to this one, so they know they've got to be firing on all cylinders early in this game.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going. The Crimson Tide a few inches away from converting on third down. Surging forward on the sneak. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. They kick it away on fourth down. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Tennessee's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best. The country, and how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse. Do they let him make a play? Like,
turning it on. Got enough for the first. Made a defender miss. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now third and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers!
We knew this offense wanted to come into this one, establishing the run, guys. They didn't even attempt to throw on their first drive. They were more physical. They were pushing guys around up front. And this guy caps it off with a nice touchdown run.
And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. The RPO fired complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wide receiver going in motion. Shakes off the defender. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, that's one as a quarterback, when you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Touchdown, Tennessee! Stealing a score on special teams. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Punch it out of the air. There he goes. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Caught in the backfield, it's Jeffrey. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Grabbed behind the line, it's Jeffrey. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. With jet sweep pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. To the air, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own. Looking for the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Brown has it. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them. Breaks into the open. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice game. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. After that last completion, it's second down. The RPO, it's complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Volunteers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Quick completion on the out. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. Offense goes on the attack on first and 10. The give to the back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw, it's Morrison. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Vols. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Back has it. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. Off the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Wide open downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Alabama pushing the tempo. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Plows through the defense. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Fires to the tight end. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. A really short kick, but you've got to have that angle just right. Absolutely center cut. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He returns it almost to the 35. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Solid work on that one. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
Just about set to get this second half underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jocelyn. Makes a move. He's run out of bounds, but gets the ball across the 50 to the 49. So here is the Tennessee offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Looking to throw, it's Morrison. Got his man on the right. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Vols will hustle to the line. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Moves away as he feels pressure. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Vols are moving quickly down the field. Pulls and fires complete.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jeffrey. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Volunteers are in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Across the 25. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. First down for this offense. Send the tight end in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Jocelyn. Oh, he's got some space. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Football time in Tennessee is all Big Orange right now as the Vols have built a big lead.
And you can hear the Tennessee fans, and they're yelling Rocky Top at the top of their lungs. Tennessee's got it going. Jesse, later in the game, second half, this is right where they wanted to be.
I just think momentum's a real thing, and they've been able to ride that momentum here in the second half. When plays have presented themselves, they've taken advantage of those opportunities, and that's why Rocky Top is pulling away.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Fires to the big fella. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Throws to the tight end. On target to the left. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down.
Well, that's a real good-looking throw, and I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up, and this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jeffrey. Alabama will get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That was a nice grab by the tight end. Didn't get many yards, wasn't real open, but at least make the catch, at least get a little positivity on the play.
And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Russell. Trying to escape and get it himself. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. 1st and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. He'll set up to throw. Here comes the heat. Looking to scramble. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! The AT unit on the field. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you could tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket and understand that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Connection to the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right?
And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. They're just hoping to get a little breathing room for the punt. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So here is the Tennessee offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now.
Turning it on! And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. The Vols, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the pummeling has started. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Here he comes from his own end zone. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Gives it on the option. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll go right back to him. Creates a little room. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll run the option. Now the toss. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Caught over the middle. It's Jeffrey. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38? They'll immediately call timeout.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read and act.
Grabs it inside the 15. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from.
Into the end zone. Touchdown time.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Morrison. Takes a hit as he fires. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously
just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. To the air on first down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Catch inside the 25. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. One more play to pad the stats. Looking downfield on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Tonight, it's Tennessee who will celebrate its victory throughout the Volunteer State as they have turned back the tide to lay claim to this rivalry once again. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.